it's Jessica here with another layout for Shimmerz Paint's design team. Remember, if you place an order, you can use my name Jessica for a free gift in the notes section of your order. I'm also pairing this up with some acrylic stash busting today, so make sure you check out the other videos in our little hop with my group of friends. I'll list their videos down below in the description. I'm not sure who's playing along today, so it'll be like a little surprise to see who is listed in my description, and you can check out their videos as well. So I wanted a super simple and easy layout today, something that I could get done quickly and use this one small photo of my little guy whenever we were on one of our little beach trips here. And that's all I have. I just have this one photo left to scrap from this day, and it's just kind of by itself. So what I did was I threw a die through my manual die cutting machine that looks like a little Polaroid, and I'm just backing my photo on this little Polaroid die cut. And I did use some extra white paper on the sides because my photo was just a tiny little bit smaller side to side, so it had a little gap. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just taking a pattern paper. This is actually just a pattern paper that's been in my stash of my, I have like a little stack of papers that I kept that were part of a purge, and this is kind of like my need to use pile. So I pulled the paper from that and added some white gesso with my spatula on there. That's just some Liquitex gesso just to prep my paper for some mixed media. I'm using two different colors of Vibez today. These are Jeni B blue is the lighter one, and then the darker one here is a deep blue sea, and I'm just blending them together a little bit using some water on there. As you saw, I spritzed water first after my gesso had completely dried, and then I kind of blended those colors together, added some splatters just by undoing the nozzle and just flicking it on, and then I'm adding some white splatters with watered down white acrylic paint. So easy, quick, and I've got my mixed media just about done at this point. It's just very, very simple today. That one there was a Coloringz called Tangy Tangerine, and this is just very, very simple and easy. I just wanted this little splotch to be covered here just to peek out around my photo. You can see I dried up my dripper there that ran fairly quickly because that part was not on the gesso, so I didn't want it to bleed through my paper too much. And this is just very, very quick. So if you want a very quick layout and some easy mixed media, that's all you have to do. Super, super simple. And then I've got an acrylic piece that I'm using today from Cast Designs. This one's been in my stash for a good while now, and I just ended up popping up my photo with some 3D foam tape and then adding some thread behind there. And then I did reinforce my photo with some Nuvo glue here. This is just the deluxe adhesive by Nuvo. It dries clear. I did reinforce my photo because it doesn't like to stick. Some adhesives and tape runners and things like that don't like to stick on top of that mixed media, so I like to use a little bit of that Nuvo glue just to reinforce. And then here I'm just using this little circle sticker from this Echo Park collection that I'm using today. This one's called Summer Break, and that little circle I pulled out of the sticker book that comes in that collection and just made it so it's like a little tab that just peeks out of the top of my photo. And then I'm just going to add a few more embellishments. Nothing too crazy today. Again, I wanted a super easy and simple layout. I think my filming footage, obviously this is sped up on this video, but I think my total footage was like less than 25 minutes. I think it was like 21 minutes or something it took me to do this layout. And I think a lot of that actually was even dry time with my gesso because I had to leave it dry while I was sitting here. So yeah, so this was a super fast one. I've got a little canvas flare that I've added on by Scrappin Happy Studio, some puffy stickers from this collection, little shorts that I'm adding because they're little swim trunks and they were just super cute. I couldn't resist using those, and it just brings out the little colors of my guy here. He had orange on with his little floaties, so which actually, it's so sad, he's actually grown out of those floaties at this point and he's in a full life jacket now, and it just makes me so sad because I transferred all of our kids over to full-size life jackets at this point, and it's just, you know, another reason that they're growing up, and I can see that now, and it's just sad, but it's fun at the same time because they are learning and experiencing new things, and I just love that as well. So super easy, simple today, quick, and pretty much done. So yeah, I'm just going to add a couple little things here, some stars. I added some sticker stars and also some little chipboard stars from that same collection. And actually there's a star that goes inside that acrylic piece too, which I didn't catch until just now. I forgot to put it inside there, so I'll have to go back and do that. It has a little orange star that came with this set, so I need to add that back in before I actually file away into my book. And then these are just some stickers from Pretty Little Studio. I'm just cutting little pieces of the X's off and just adding those in a couple spots around my photo. So here's the finished layout. I love how this one came together, and I absolutely love how quick and easy this was. I hope this was inspiring for you guys and just helped you to just be able to add some easy mixed media to your pages to enhance your photos. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments down below. And again, if you place an order, be sure to use my name, Jessica, in the notes of your order for a free gift. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.